A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Haskins will throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Barber. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Peyton Barber. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The ball carrier. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Murray now on first down. And he hits Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. And he finds Daniels. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it. It's Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with McKissick. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The 15-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this time Murray to throw it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's McKissick. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
First down.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0 Washington. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Steps away to his left. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Ready ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made by...
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And a catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Third down. Here's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To Dan Arnold. No gain on the play.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, they'll set up the screen to Blanche. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Washington 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Kennard able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's second down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin. 56 yards.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
17.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up
after the loss to start out. Here's second and 11. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. In good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up
second and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Play to Balaj. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Complete to right. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete to number 83.
One final shot for Haskins. Dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering